Long after their honeyed voyage and jubilant wedding beneath the light of the moon, the owl and the pussycat settled into their new life in the land where the Bong-Tree grows. Their pea-green boat, now docked by a silvery cove, rocked gently with the tide, whispering secrets from the sea. Their days were peaceful, filled with soft songs, dancing breezes, and long conversations under moonlight. Yet, something stirred in the heart of the owl. His soul, ever poetic, began to yearn for adventure beyond the shoreline. He would gaze at the horizon, his spectacles perched on the tip of his beak, humming lines of new verses yet unwritten. Pussy, ever wise and curious, noticed the distant gleam in his golden eyes. "You're dreaming again, love," she purred one evening, curling her tail around his wing. "What sails in your mind?" "I dream," said Owl, adjusting his waistcoat, "of lands where the stars bloom like flowers and rivers run with tune instead of water." Pussy smiled. "Then let's sail once more." And so they packed a small satchel: honey, slices of quince, a jar of moonlight, and their wedding ring, and launched their boat into the sea, chasing the hush of the horizon. Their voyage led them through marvelous realms. First, they drifted into the crescent coral caves, where fish spoke in riddles and jellyfish recited poetry that shimmered in the water. A particularly eloquent sea bass offered them guidance. "Follow the wind that smells of cinnamon," he said. "It'll take you to the Clockberry Isles." And it did. The Clockberry Isles were dotted with trees that bore ticking fruit. Each clockberry held a tiny universe in its ticking heart, memories, dreams, and songs not yet sung. The owl, entranced, composed sonnets from the ticking rhythms, while Pussy climbed the trees to gather berries that held memories of cats who sailed the skies. One day, they stumbled upon a great tower at the center of the Isles. Inside sat an ancient creature, the Snarkle, half whale, half clockmaker, who had never met a pair like them. "You two," said the Snarkle, polishing a golden pendulum, "have the melody of true wanderers, but beware, time is a gift that can grow greedy." Before they could ask what he meant, the Snarkle handed them a glowing clockberry wrapped in lace. "Plant this where the moonlight sings. It will grow a path to the place you most long for." Back in their boat, they floated on, searching for moonlight that sang. Days passed, then weeks, until one night, the moon rose larger than ever, casting silver music upon the sea. "This is it," whispered Pussy. Together, they placed the glowing berry on the bow of their boat. The waves shimmered, then parted, revealing a staircase of stardust spiraling up into the sky. With hearts full of wonder, they climbed. They reached a place neither had imagined, a floating archipelago of glowing islands called the Everwhirl. Here, the air rang with laughter. Every tree hummed lullabies, and gravity was but a suggestion. It was a land made from dreams, theirs and others. The owl and the pussycat felt their hearts swell. "I believe," said Owl, blinking, "this is the home of lost verses." "And of found ones," said Pussy. They built a little nest cottage on a cloudberry bush and lived there for a time, collecting fragments of dreams, painting them into the sky. Visitors from every edge of imagination came, dancing foxes, accordion-playing dolphins, and wise fireflies who told tales of sleeping suns. But the Snarkle's words lingered. One dusk, the owl found a clockberry growing outside their door, ticking faster than any before. "I think we've borrowed more time than we were given," he said softly. Pussy nuzzled him. "Then let us return while the wind still remembers our names." So they climbed back down the stardust staircase, which shimmered fainter now, and found their pea-green boat gently waiting, rocking as though it had never left. They sailed back through familiar waves, past coral poetry and silent islands, until once again they reached the land where the Bong-Tree grows. It welcomed them as if they had never left. The trees swayed in applause, the sand hummed their song. There, the owl and the pussycat built a small lighthouse of shell and feather. They tended their garden of moonlight and clockberries, And each evening, as the sun dipped low, they told stories to the wind of the places they had seen, of laughter and ticking fruit, of staircases in the sea, and always they danced by the light of the moon. The moral of the story teaches us that love and togetherness make life's adventures meaningful, and true joy lies in both exploring the world and finding your way back home.